Hello, hello, my beautiful fellow warrior of love. I believe 2, 3 weeks ago, I was dared by a Leo friend to share something vulnerable online, something outside of my comfort zone. So, comfortable sharing healings, wasn't comfortable dancing in front of the camera, which she does very well, wasn't comfortable singing in front of folks, which she was comfortable doing. So I did those two things. I shared a dancing video, you guys might have seen it, and a singing video with no preparation, very airy style. She is a Leo. We are in Leo season. It's all about facing your fears, being bold, getting yourself out there, being seen, sharing your creativity, so many things, right? Be more in the heart. So, in honor of Leo season, I will. One of my goals today was to go through my poems, which I've been resisting for some time now. The intention is to go through the poems so that I can, before recording them, so I can see and feel if my intention is to create a poetry album. And so I wanted to go through the poems in order to decide which ones go into the poetry album. So maybe you guys can help me with that. And these poems are not new. They are collections from posts that I call them streams of consciousness. I just channel them and type them directly onto Facebook without editing them for the most part. And then they're out. And then sometimes I never read them again. And the feedback I've gotten has been tremendous. So my intention is to share it with you guys today live. No preparation as well, Aries style. And then from what I share today, I can gather which ones to record and which ones not to. Maybe I'll record all of them. Who knows? But so this is like the first time these poems are recited online. So it's going to be, I don't know, at least 30 minutes. So feel free to stay with us. Feel free to come back to this later. Whatever feels good in your being. All right, here we go. And they don't have titles, they come really as streams of consciousness. And the feedback I've gotten is people are saying it's healing. People would cry. People would feel that their emotions are validated. People would say, oh my God, you're putting into words things I've been feeling my whole life that I couldn't put words to. And a lot of times people say that's exactly how I'm feeling. So there's definitely a gift. And for those of you that don't know, I started off as a poet, writing poems before I moved into rap. Rap is beautiful. You can create amazing rap songs. It's like the number one heard genre for the younger generation. Started in my generation, 80s baby. Well, it's not my generation, but it was birthed when I was born. Oh, cool. We share a similar birthday. And it's also the 50-year anniversary, 50-year anniversary. So technically, yeah, it started 10 years before I was born. And then it started to get more and more mainstream in the 80s. And it just celebrated its 50-year anniversary. So this is an honor. Well, I can't really say my poems are hip hop related, but I'm a poet and a rap artist, and sometimes they intertwine. So here we go. How are you? People ask. My response is I'm great. But am I? Maybe what I'm really saying is I desperately need some support. I don't know why I'm doing this with my life. I'm falling apart. I have put together my broken self with tiny pieces of tape, and it's all coming undone. Maybe what I'm saying is back off. You don't want to know? Maybe what I'm saying is I am scared to have you care about me. To help me, to be there for me. I am a lone wolf. That is how I have gotten here this far. And now you want me to let go of the very thing that has gotten me here this far? To surrender control? To trust again? The very thing that leaves me open and vulnerable, easily wounded? So I trust. I take the risk. I take the leap. I get betrayed again, and my mind thinks up of all the possibilities of me getting hurt. I almost want it to be true. I expect it to be true. I can't believe you would truly love me. It has to be a conspiracy. I play hide and seek with those around me. Please be there when I need you. I reach out and then I hide again. No peekaboo. More like it's been nice to know you. I'm fine. But what I'm really meaning to say is I have found many ways to cope. I use food to make sure I don't feel what's underneath. I use alcohol to numb me, sex and having you love me, overachieving, but it's never enough. Wow, look how much money I made, but no one gives a fuck. I need help. If you reach out, I may find the strength a month from now. What troubles me now are my own fears. It's my own power. What if every ambition was driven by the need to feel significant? What if everything I'm doing is not coming from the right place? There was a time I would drink myself to bed, cry lonesome tears, smoke to punish my heart for being so dumb, to do anything to help me feel numb. I used to make love. I used to be love. I used to see the world like a child. But now the clouds are dark and gloomy. The vibe keeps getting spooky. And changing the channel won't stop the fact that there is a horror scene happening somewhere in the world every second. And what is my aim? To be a millionaire? Do I really care? In many parts of the world, the aim is survival. In this part of the world, we're miserable and in denial. We take for granted all the freedoms we enjoy. We're living like kings and queens while we destroy. But we are slaves. We like to think we are sovereign, but we obey. And we pray to those who prey on us every day. We choose fear or love. We all have that divine spark. We all have a dark embellishment. And the dark ones want you to believe that is all that you are. The light ones want you to think that you are only heaven sent. I feel so irrelevant. I can't change the world. I can barely change myself. What's the long-term plan here? To find someone to love me, to take care of me. That's the role that I play. It's easier that way, to keep numbing myself until it's done, feeling the high when I'm number one and feeling like a loser when I succumb. I have layers upon layers of being made fun of being put down, of feeling lesser than, of feeling worthless, of feeling not deserving, so confused and uncertain. God, is there anybody out there? Or have I been praying to the clouds? I'm sitting back with little faith, watching the devil play checkmate. We're all pawns in this global chess game. Part of being human is fighting demons, and that's our self-hate. I know it seems dark and like the sun you keep shining from above. I'm slipping. I'm sinking. I'm giving in to temptations, distractions, to empty ambitions. It's all an illusion. I'm taking a time out. I forgot it was a game. I started to believe the screams and shouts. You want us to believe in it so bad, so you feed us with so that we feed you with our emotions. What if we all started hoping and dropped a million love explosions? What if we drank from the divine's potion? What if we all spread our wings and started soaring? What if every moment was exhilarating and not boring? What if we stood up to the plate, bake and eat the cake, share and learn from mistakes, and hate and procrastinate and slaves and your old ways and being fake? Usher in a new way. Be brave, be bold. All you ever need to know has already been imprinted inside of your soul. Now go. Wow. I don't know if anyone's watching this right now, but I'd love to hear how you felt. I feel that was the best performance I've had of that poem so far. Let's keep it moving. So, if you guys are watching, can you vote yay or nay on that poem? I'm already going to record it, but I'm curious. Okay, ready for poem number 2. It definitely had a Leo theme in it of not asking for help, and at the end where I went be bold and like have faith and all that, I feel that had some Leo vibes in it. Here we go. This is my confession. I'm so sorry for not being able to open fully to you, to open up fully to you. I'm sorry that I hide behind my work. I'm sorry it takes me forever to respond to you. I'm sorry that I do not make friendships a priority. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with following up and nurturing our connection. I'm sorry. I don't pick up the phone and give you a call. I'm sorry that I don't check in from time to time. What I haven't told you is I once was in love and thought we would be together forever. One day she left and moved to Hungary, and I thought I would be able to move on easily, but I was heartbroken and went into a deep dark depression. Isolated and alone, food and alcohol and cigarettes were my best friends. I once fell in love with my first girlfriend. I fell hard and deep and gave it my all. Weeks later, she says we need to break up because she's not able to focus on school, only to find out she got back with her ex behind my back. I once had a best friend. We knew each other since grade 10. He got me to start my first rap song. We recorded songs together. We lived together. We had some of the best days of our lives together. We had a falling out. I'm not even sure what it was about, but we haven't spoken since. He reached out to me years later, and I was so unsure of his intentions. I just blocked him, thinking it was weird he was connecting out of the blue. I haven't let anyone that close to me since. I once was married. We shared and created some magical times. We started our businesses at the same time. We honeymooned in Paris, and she met my parents. I spent Christmas with her mom and grandma. We moved in together weeks after falling in love. 4 years later, we have an argument, and she says she can't do this anymore. We haven't spoken since. I've not been in a long-term relationship since then, and this was over 10 years ago. I had two beautiful 1 year long relationships with special people that I still think of and have love for. So what do? The thing that I desire most in life, having a solid feeling of love, of having that someone to connect with, to share my life with, to share my love with, is the very thing I'm terrified to open up to. I've had some lovers over the years, and I treasure every connection, and each one was special in their own way. But I want you to know I'm trying. I'm opening myself up. I'm putting myself out there. I'm not giving up, despite the fact that I feel like an alien from a faraway planet, trying to have a normal life, trying to find someone from my home planet, or someone who understands me, who accepts me for who I am, the good and the bad. I'm no angel, but I'm no demon either. Day by day, I have built these strong, solid walls to make sure that I never get hurt again. And they're all falling down. One by one, I feel naked, vulnerable, like one hurtful dart thrown my way will burst this heart of mine. But I'm willing to risk it. I believe love is worth fighting for, is worth loving for. And yes, real love comes from within, I know. And that is an ongoing commitment, taking it slow, day by day, moment by moment, trying to be whole. When I feel broken, open. Thank you. All of you who pray for me, who love me, who care about me, who connect with me, who support me. Thank you. Thank you, God, for your love. It's always been there in every moment of despair. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Al, I feel like it said things people don't want to say and that we're all more alike than we think. Thanks for your feedback. I appreciate that. Yes, saying things people don't want to say, and that these are common emotions that we feel. Thanks for that feedback. Okay, next poem. She dumped me. I feel like I got played, betrayed. Should have left, but I stayed. The signs were there, but I looked away. It's okay. This is how I made others feel in the past. Attract, have fun, and move past. These highs don't last. Love is the most potent drug of all. Can't get enough. Inner child is fiending. We settle for anything. I had to explain to it that it deserves so much better. It deserves it all. It doesn't need to feel small. It doesn't need to take it all to heart. I got your back. And I promise we will have a fresh start. You're special. You're so loved. We will clear these limiting beliefs once and for all. The ones that play out the scenario that I'm not good enough, that there's always someone better, that I get left in the dust. A part of me flirted with the temptation of wanting to prove to you I can have it all too, to get the millions, to get the nice cars. But that's not me. It will happen, but I'm not driven by that. Like those celebrities who get the lesson after looking back. I'm seeking that everlasting satisfaction beyond these infinite distractions. I'm seeking deeper romancing and attraction, a perfectly aligned soul companion. And I don't want to be that guy who attracts others based on my bank account. I see her. She's wild and ambitious. She's got a heart of gold. She's an angel in my life, the one I will call my wife. We accept each other's dark and light. We hold space for us to be our best selves. That feeling when you want something to work, but you know it won't. That feeling like I'm sick and tired of these things not lasting. Thanks for the mirroring. I already learned so much. This is an old pattern. Looking back, they all left me for someone they thought was better. Even though I believe in my heart I'm the best version of myself, there must also be a belief from childhood that says I am not good enough. So I release it, and I release you. No hate, just grateful. There's rage, but it's ancient. Past lives and betrayal. Can I move on and be okay though? To keep trying till I make it? When I love fully. It's not for you, it's for me. You don't owe me. You don't need to reciprocate. Appreciate honestly. Appreciate honesty. And honestly, this is a breath of fresh air. Back to self-love and back to self-care. Back to creating my dream reality and dancing like nobody's there. Back to diving deeper into myself. Back to asking for help. Back to clarity on my intentions. Back to connecting to higher dimensions. Back to higher comprehension. Back to learning the lessons. No regrets. It's been a blessing. Okay. Next poem. Again, no titles, just channeled poems. Emotions resurface. I feel so determined. I'm shining like the sun, at times hiding behind the curtains. Fear is lurking. Drop my guard and it comes searching. What is my purpose? I feel all these burdens. I want to love you. I want to take your pain away. I want to hold you. I want you to comfort me. Isolation triggers my temptations, my mental instabilization. I need to check on the pronunciation. Coexisting on earth with the spawns of Satan. I can stay calm and patient, but how do we get out of the collective basement? Integration, inspiration. My heart is aching. Tears down my face. Something new I got to face. A change of space. I'm out of place. I'm from outer space. I'm more than enough. I don't need to work so hard to give love in order to receive. I could just be simply good intentional. But those I love end up hurt. Maybe it's better to not flirt, to not initiate, to keep them at bay. Don't open the gates. So much love contained. It's meant to be shared. You're not meant to be scared. Hashtag normalize love. Normalize touch. Are we so wounded that we forgot? Life is already hard enough. We can rely on all of us when times are tough. I'm the poet trying to keep the hope lit, the shaman sacred tobacco smoke lit, the fire keeper beating his drum, the adamant warrior refusing to give up, even though the whole tribe has had enough. It's a daily battle. Fight or give up. Submit, give in, or use the power of will. Love can conquer all, and love can also kill. Feel I'm all over the place. Need to stand still. I feel what you feel. I'm real, maybe too real. My time will come. Thy will be done till queendom come. When we have won, when we become one. And so it is done. I'm keeping that one for sure. I feel I'm going to keep all of these so far. If you're joining us just now, I'm doing a poetry share of the poems that I've written over the last 5 years. Wow, it's already been 26 minutes. What's going on with me, you ask? I feel like the other in society. I don't feel accepted. I don't feel part of the whole. I don't feel safe. I feel betrayed. I don't have to dress as a goth to express that I feel different. I'm not like many others. I don't fit in anywhere. Am I being my most authentic self? What would that look like? What would be the reaction? Need to find that balance between seeking connections externally and feeling at peace internally. Need to rehabilitate my inner addict and slow down the dopamine hits gradually. Have I been seeking love more as a drug, jumping from one to another like a junkie in survival mode? But I also remember the flip side, living alone like a monk, just me in my own world, with my coping mechanisms, with my angels and demons. What are the next steps? Acknowledge the things I've done and were done onto me. Forgive myself and forgive others for those experiences. Do I feel worthy of God's love, or does that only go to those good people? Am I a bad person? Am I unclean? How do I believe that I am worthy, that I am enough? Do I push those who love me away? Am I so scared to let people in? How do we break these cycles? How do we fill these holes in our souls? My heart goes out to the pure hearts who stay loving despite everything they went through. My heart goes out to the cynics who gave up, who gave in. My heart goes out to the dreamers who stay resilient. Who you can rob me, you can lie to me, you can betray my trust, you can shun me, you can dump me, you can attack me, you can reject me, and I will still be me. It hurts feeling violated, feeling used and abused, manipulated and cheated. I forgive all parts of my being and pray for your soul to start seeing we can choose who we want to be in every moment. I have an addictive personality. I feel I need to feel those higher states all the time. But what's the point? After the big highs come the big lows. And God knows I don't do well with that. So I try my best to bring myself back, but nothing can match it. Needs to recalibrate. I've lost my inspiration and drive. I was doing a thousand things at a time, driving at 1,000 miles. Relationships are so complex. Sometimes we just need a friend. Speaking to my addict self. You spend so much time seeking those highs, but they don't last. And the lows are so low, and trying to get back up is so taxing. I invite you to sit with yourself and process and have that structure where you thrive in, and have your support system where you can reach out to and know you will be held, you will be heard, you will be accepted, you will feel better. Father, mother wounds are real and feels like nothing can replace or take its place. So we do our best to recreate. I got to stop projecting God's love onto you. You will never measure up. You will fall short every time. You will disappoint. Seeking a perfect love in an imperfect world with broken people with broken wings. Why can't we be there for one another? love unconditionally, have more stability, thrive in the chaos. I just need one more hit. I gotta go through it. Lock me up in my room till I move through all these emotions that I neglect, the hurt that I protect. I'm hurting inside. No one feels my pain. I share openly, I share my vulnerability, but you won't understand. I used to spend time with homeless people, sitting down and talking to them heart to heart. I could have been that guy. And you could have been the person that just walks by. And I trust the love of animals. I trust the love of trees and nature beings. I trust that the ocean will hold me as I float in her arms. How can I thrive in this spiritual battle when there is a battle inside of my being? I know it hurts to hear this. I know some part of you wants to heal it, but I invite you to just hear it, just see it, just be with it. I feel empathic to the homeless, the goths, the emos, the addicts, the loners, the others. Why can't we all get along? Why can't we snap out of the hypnosis we are under? How do we break out of survival and be bold enough to aspire, to raise higher? In my dark night of the souls, I experience demons and angels, heaven and hell. You don't have to understand, but you can try. At my lowest, I want to disappear. I want to numb out. I become afraid of the world. I hide from everyone, and I want to avoid all connections. I want to flee to another dimension. I feel like I could really use some support, but I'm too afraid to ask for it. So I grow through it myself. Maybe it's best, or maybe I need an army of support, a tsunami of love. It's Pisces season, and I'm an Aries Pisces cusp with my moon in Pisces. Not everyone can understand the level of sensitivity we experience. I think about Chester from Linkin Park. I think about Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, both Pisces. They struggled a lot with mental health and addictions, and they also were the voice of a generation. They connected with people on such a deep level due to their deep vulnerability and transparency. I think about Michael Jackson and Kanye West, who are fellow Moon Pisceans. They too struggle with addiction and other things while having a huge impact on the world, touching people's lives in a way unparalleled by their peers. It's a gift and a curse. We are not alone. You'll see me smile and act like I'm all right, but I'm just trying to get by. I envy those who have a close family. I envy those who have life partners and children. I envy those who have their shit together. I feel like such a failure. I feel cursed. I feel stuck. I feel overwhelmed. I feel I'm not enough. I feel like a disappointment. I don't feel heard and seen by others. I feel like we've been lied to our whole lives. I drank the new age Kool-Aid, but then switched sides. They did a number on us. Now I feel like I walk around solo, no tribe of my own, accepting human views, but rarely see someone who shares mine. It's okay. We're tribal, and some keep to themselves. I want to learn from the rest. We are not our beliefs, anyways, and all truth will come to the light. I think about the other side. Is it another matrix? Where is the exit? I feel like I'm stuck in a house of mirrors, or a merry-go-round, a roller coaster that won't slow down. Step right up, best show in town. A clown who can't turn their frown upside down. My first time getting drunk, I was huddled with my friends, repeating over and over while laughing the whole time. Why can't we all get along? Why can't we all just get along? I'm trying to normalize touch, hugs, cuddles, simple tools that help us through the struggle. Being human never came with a manual, and my being could not follow the program. I release all false identities and beliefs. I'm an infinite being. I'm authentic in my expression. I don't have to settle. I don't have to be better. To be in love's presence, all the tears I cried could have compiled into an ocean. My dark, deep, underwater, merman world of devotion. I can go there when I need to replenish, to fill my cup, to restore my being. I let the love in. It is safe. I'll be okay. We'll make it through to another day as I create my why for existence, not from a delusional place or because that's what spiritual people would say, but from deep truth. I see you. I love you. I accept you. You're so beautiful. You're so precious. You're so delicate. You are worthy of love, of hugs, of all the above. So open up and let me lift you up. Okay, guys, that's all I'm going to do for now. I think we're halfway through. So I am going to just go to the studio and record them as I see them. And I'll let you guys know when the album's done. Thanks for being with me. Appreciate you.